Alright. Is everyone in here? No. See not. Nice.
Carter's not even here yet.
He isn't? Okay.
Said be home in 20.
No, he was just talking.
Well, I'm looking at the new mess. Oh, it says. Oh, okay, it says 19.
I was
What
gonna say, why did he join and then say be back in 20?
I don't know. What did I get a notification for then? I got a notification in my fucking ear. Oh, there he is.
I was talking that entire goddamn time.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
Fucking great.
Alright, now we can hear you.
Someone DDoSed Among Us? What the fuck?
Fucking losers.
Got a fucking notification.
Oh, hey, Michael. How's it going, buddy? Alright. Well, I don't know where Julio and Kane and Fox are, so I'm assuming that they're...
Julio's going to bed. Kane, I'm assuming, is not joining. Fox is not joining because he feels he doesn't contribute much to the podcast.
I don't... Okay. I guess I'll talk to him after this. Alright, well, anyways, everyone, welcome to the podcast tonight. I am your host, Afro Black, with my co-hosts, Markovs and Flip Flop. We got a handful of stories for you guys tonight. Couple bangers, actually. Yeah, that's all I got for now. Let's see here. What's the first one that we want to start with? I can't see under my webcam. Ooh, let's start with this one actually, because I'm sure Carter will get a nice thing out of this one. So I was looking at articles earlier today, and apparently there is a full PC port that is available online for Zelda Ocarina of Time. Some of the it's a fan-made Zelda 64 PC port that features HD graphics, modding support, widescreen, and more. Let's see here. Apparently it was made by the developer Harbor Masters, and it claims it's working on adding text-to-speech, 60 FPS visuals, twin-stick camera controls, HD models and audio, texture packs, Linux, and Mac support for future updates. You can find it in... I think they have the link in... Let's see here. Oh no, this is the unofficial port link to the video. Let's see here. The fan-made PC version is powered by a piece of software called Ship of Harkinian. Ship of Harkinian was made available for download on its Discord server on Tuesday. The software requires users to input their own legally sourced N64 ROM for Ocarina of Time, after which it will extract the game's assets and spit out a native PC version. Let's see here. The creators hope that the separation from Windows or Nintendo's owned assets will help shield it from any potential legal ramifications. Reverse engineering projects such as this are technically made legal because the fans involved did not use any leaked content or copyrighted assets. Let's see here. Harbor Masters is encouraging its users to support the latest official release of Ocarina of Time via Nintendo Switch Online. It says it will reward anyone who can show proof of membership with a special role on its Discord server. Thoughts, lads? Thoughts?
It's cool, but Nintendo's 1,000,000% gonna nuke that thing.
They're gonna try to, but I mean, if what they're saying is correct, they might not have any choice but to just leave it be.
The other perfectly legal fan-made games that people have done in the past were also taken down without much prejudice.
What do you mean? Which ones?
Well, there's like a lot of games that have been Pokemon games with like entirely original characters, but like in the Pokemon universe. And as soon as you slap a Nintendo name on there, as soon as you call it a Pokemon game, that is all they need. And even if they are legally in the right, who's going to take on Nintendo in a court of law? And who's going to win that fight?
A really good fucking lawyer, Carter. I hear somebody is calling your name.
I have Matt Murdock on the case.
Exactly. Yeah, Ace Attorney, let's go.
Yeah, I have Ace Attorney and Matt Murdock on my team.
Alright, well, I guess at that point, Philip should be able to get away with murder.
I like the idea, especially like the whole you are required to have proof that you legally own this game. I think that's really cool. Um, yeah, I just unfortunately I don't see that. I
See
don't see
Nintendo
that
giving a fuck.
up long any longer than any other fan made Nintendo thing.
Fair enough. Guess we'll see what happens. I'm hoping it doesn't,
Nintendo
but
don't give a fuck.
like Markov even mentioned it, Nintendo's very very bad about that. Didn't they get shit recently for flagging games that weren't even theirs? Nintendo did.
It's not that they um some of it. It's not that the games weren't theirs. It's that they've been really, I don't want to say good because that implies that they're in the right. Um, they've been consistent about taking down people who upload like the soundtracks of their video games to YouTube without having a means to listen to them officially because Nintendo doesn't do that. The one exception to that being like the week after the last big one, Pokemon started uploading soundtracks to their channel, but Pokemon's technically a third party franchise. Um, so it was more the Pokemon studio doing that than Nintendo.
I see. I
In
know.
addition to that, with the whole Wii U and 3DS eShop going down, they are once again deeply discussing the morality of piracy by way of not making your games commercially available. Um, which, as far as that goes, I agree. If you're not going to make your game available for retail at not scalper prices, people are going to pirate that shit.
Yeah, quite true.
They are not going to make that game commercially available, be that through some kind of redistribution cartridge thing that they do, or be that they dump the ROM on an eShop, which is not hard to fucking do, especially for Nintendo and Super Nintendo games.
Really isn't, honestly.
You are well within your right to do that, I feel.
That's fair. Especially with scalpers obviously hiking up the prices and shit. People don't have the money for that.
Fire Emblem fan, how affordable it is to play any of the first half dozen games.
Yeah. Unless you're planning on getting it from a collector and paying an arm and a leg. That ain't happening. I know that Nintendo has always been pretty iffy about that kind of shit, especially with I know one of the repeat people that they used to go butt heads with was Angry Joe, but I'm pretty sure after I think it was one of the newer Mario parties, he tried one more time, and then after that he just said, "Go fuck yourself, Nintendo. This is free advertising." But you're still choosing to be cunts about it, so I'm done reviewing your games because they just kept instantly like flagging his videos and shit and taking them down.
Yeah, and the YouTube Nintendo tubers have been, yeah, that's a whole separate thing, but it's also something that they've done in the past.
Yeah. And I think one of the more recent times that they flagged one of his reviews, he even talked to Nintendo, at least in the U.S., and one of the representatives that he talked to was just like, "Yeah, no, it's not us. It's
Yeah.
actually the Japanese branch that keeps doing it. So it's them that's still
Nintendo of America.
what."
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
So I mean, if that is true, then I mean, at the same time, the U.S. branch can't really do much about it because they're the additional branch. They aren't the original, so they don't have any of the higher ups that can actually make a foresee like a considerable say on telling them to stop. Because Nintendo, the original Nintendo's just gonna kind of laugh at them and say, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, always got the vibe that Nintendo of America was just kind of doing whatever the home office tells them, but they seem a lot cooler about like talking to their community.
Mhm.
The home office,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, been working for 300 years, so why stop now?
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, I don't know. I played a little bit of Ocarina of Time, but I think it was over at a friend's house. I don't think I personally own it. I can check my Nintendo games because I still have all of them over at my mom's house in a tote, along with my original Nintendo 64. I just would have to dig it out.
So, I don't 64 cart, but I have the 3DS re-release, and then I also have the It's one of the few expensive games in my collection. The GameCube demo disc that they did as a promotion for Wind Waker.
Oh,
It
I
had
remember that. I wish I still had mine.
3 Wind Waker demos: Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Ocarina, and Majora's Mask.
Oh, Stella's already made herself home on Philip's couch or on his love seat.
Love
She's
that.
fucking. She's fucking.
She's
knocked
out.
out.
She is
Moose
gone.
Moose is a little bit over there. His
How are
family
they
is
adjusting to the new place? Are they doing fine?
They're doing good so far.
That's good.
Yeah.
Cats are
As you
usually
can see, she has no qualms.
yeah, no. Cats are kind of like a coin flip on how they're gonna take moving. I know when I moved with my mom, our cat Tasha just was not having a good time. She was freaking out. But
That's fair.
But yeah, Ocarina of Time, if anyone's willing to pick it up, I think there is a link on the official debut trailer or whatever on YouTube, so you guys can go out and find it, and if you want it, you can go grab it. Enjoy it while it lasts, because I'm starting to agree more with Markov with the fact that I don't think it's going to stay up too much longer. Or it's not going to stay up too long anyways. Let's see here. Moving on to the next one. So, I did not know about this, but there was a article released at around 1 p.m. today stating that apparently the Among Us servers have been down for over 2 days straight due to a DDoS attack. Did not know about this.
The motherfuckers have no things to do during the day.
Apparently not. God damn, I don't understand why. That's just such a random game to attack.
They ain't even do nothing.
Sony and Microsoft have clearly shown that they have really weak firewalls. Why not go fuck with them? Why Among Us? Why Among Us?
No one's 5.
Guy, god damn.
No one's got PS5. Got an Xbox.
That's fair. There's no one fun to troll on those just yet. They haven't ascended their populations yet, I suppose. Let's see here. On Friday evening, March 24th, Among Us players started to report some server issues before eventually it became impossible for players to connect and play online at all. Soon after, Slav confirmed that the servers were indeed down and explained that it was all because of a DDoS attack. Let's see here. Now, over 48 hours later, the servers are still down, with most players unable to connect at all. The last update from Sloth came yesterday afternoon, with the devs explaining that the servers are still unstable, and that while the team continues to fight the DDoS attack, the servers may turn off and on. So you may be able to log on, but it's likely you'll be booted shortly after. Sloth said it will update players on when the servers return to normal and stabilize.
One day.
Let's see
Yeah.
here.
Two sounds like a better and better idea every day.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know. I don't really have too many thoughts on that, but I thought that was interesting. It just seemed kind of random.
Yeah, pretty much.
Most DDoS attacks are, unless you're looking at those toolboxes that killed Titanfall.
That's fair.
Titanfall 3, so we're going to take down Titanfall 2. That's not how getting
Yeah, I remember that actually. I got upset about that too. I'm just like, why are you trolling the game that you are saying that you allegedly love for? Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah, no, that hurt my brain.
Go after the game that's killing Titanfall 3 in the first place.
Yeah, no, right. That would make too much sense though. Come on now.
Especially if there's no way in hell that game got good servers. It astounds me that Apex Legends has been out for 3 years and their servers are still where they're at.
Has it really already been 3 hours? Or 3 years? Jesus fucking Christ.
Pretty close, yeah. 2019. It was before I moved to Ames.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, Apex Legends is definitely a decent game for BR and stuff, but I'd much rather have a Titanfall 3. Yeah.
Me too.
But let's see.
In order to make a fucking Star Wars battle royale, I guess I don't care. But
I know, right? Oh, well, that's all I got on Among Us. You guys got any closing comments on that one?
Unfortunate for
Uh,
them.
when the DDoS attack is sus.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry. Can we?
Yep, no, we're just
Go
gonna
on?
move on. I'm gonna do you a favor, and we're just gonna pretend like that joke didn't even come out your mouth. All right. So, um, speaking of shitty people, Activision Blizzard is facing a new sexual harassment and discrimination
Ah,
lawsuit.
damn.
That
Fresh
new?
allegations. Let's see here.
Damn.
Attorney Lisa Bloom filed the suit in the LA County Superior Court on Wednesday on behalf of a current employee referred to as Jane Doe. Quote, for years, Activision Blizzard's open frat boy environment fostered rampant sexism, harassment, discrimination with 700 reported incidents occurring under CEO Robert Kotick's watch, unquote. The lawsuit reads, Doe, who joined the company in 2017 as a senior administrative assistant in the IT department, claims she was regularly pressured to drink alcohol and participate in lewd games. She also says female employees were regularly subjected to sexual comments and groping by male colleagues during alcohol-fueled cube crawls around the office. Doe alleges that complaints about excessive drinking and sexual advances made by her superior or supervisors were explained away as leadership being nice and trying to be friends with her. She also claims to have been told to not air her concerns due to reputational damage it could have on the company. Having failed in multiple attempts to escape to a new job in a different department, Doe says she was eventually offered another role with a lower status and significant salary decrease after complaining directly to ex-Blizzard president J. Allen Brack. Studio's former leader left the company last August, weeks after Activision Blizzard was hit with a lawsuit by the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing, which accused the company of failing to handle sexual harassment and discrimination against female employees. She also says her November 2021 application for an executive assistant position was rejected after she spoke about her experiences at the company during a press conference the following month. Doe is seeking a number of court orders, including the introduction of a rotating HR department to combat conflicts of interest and the firing of Activision Blizzard CEO Kotick. Let's see here. Activision Blizzard recently said it's having problems attracting new employees and retaining existent ones, and that its recruitment struggles are likely to be exacerbated by ongoing litigation and bad press, because it's bad press that is killing your company. Sure. It was announced in January that Microsoft intends to purchase Activision Blizzard in a $68.7 billion deal, the game industry's biggest ever by some distance. Kotick is reportedly expecting to leave company once the Microsoft deal closes. Thoughts, lads? Thoughts? Give me some thoughts here.
I feel like this
Don't-
isn't much that we didn't hear already.
This might be a bit of a take, but like, don't molest your employees, and maybe your retention rate will be a little higher.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right? I don't think it's the
Think it
press
out.
that's killing your company, my guy. I think it's just the shitty leadership and business practices and just general treatment of humans that is killing your company.
Yeah,
It's
granted, like
still
I've never.
wild when you read that
Oh.
out, and I just listen to all this, and I'm like, Jesus Christ!
It's
they can
just-
drink on the job.
How fucking like unaware and disconnected do you have to be to convince yourself and try and convince other people that may still like your company that it's not us that's the problem, it's the media. It's not us that's killing the company.
Yeah.
I don't know why we
Dude,
aren't getting employees.
Mainstream media. The
Uh,
mainstream media, their reputation.
It's definitely wild. But half of what you said, I've definitely heard in an article already. Still equally as wild.
like-
I just thought there was gonna be some
Not a
even
new-
bigger shit separate, or even things that like just happened. I'm like, damn, even under a lawsuit, you still doing this shit. That's what I thought it was gonna
I
be.
mean, I find it incredibly horrifying that she literally went to the president to complain about this, and he just said, "All right, I can move you, but I'm gonna basically fuck you over,
Oh,
and
100%.
fuck you over your ability to pay your bills." But yeah,
which
we-
is also terrible. But I guess I guess if there's already 700 complaints that have been thrown out the window, it's not something I don't have. It's not something I'm surprised they have done already.
Yeah.
No, I don't want it to come off as me like belittling this situation, but with the amount of shit that's come out, it doesn't feel like a revelation so much as it does just
It just
another
adds
piece.
on.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It doesn't make me I'm not trying to seem like an asshole or anything. It's not like I'm not trying to demean the whole like situation that she went through, but it's just like another tile added to the fucking floor,
Exactly.
if you want to call it that. Like, I'm honestly
Yeah.
surprised that there aren't more people not only suing Activision but the upper management and shit too.
Yeah.
I figured that they would
Exactly.
like target the CEO or the CEO and the ex-president of the company too, to be honest.
I mean,
You would
yeah,
think so.
but at a point now where they're so fucking intertwined with each other, it makes just as much sense to sue the company as a whole, considering it's been ongoing regardless of the management from the sounds of things.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, the reason why I say that is because they might have like I would. It gives a greater sense of attempting to get justice for pretty much a majority of them. It's kind of the same thing as when the police like obviously fuck someone up or like kill somebody unnecessarily or like start breaching someone's rights. They'll usually sue the deputy or the sheriff that did it on top of the sheriff's department or the police department that was like the employer of those people.
Right.
I guess I get what you're saying. They did say that literally it was a frat. Like even all
Yeah.
the workers are doing this,
Yeah,
and
and that's what I mean. Like, if it's coming to a point where it's a company-wide issue, regardless of who's in charge, I don't think
yeah,
it's gonna suing a handful of people at that point.
That's fair.
yeah.
I guess you would only want to go for the higher ups if you were looking for a bigger paycheck, I suppose.
I'd honestly, for a lot of, and I don't want to speak for the victims, but I don't know that they would necessarily be doing it for the paycheck. Like, just fucking hold
No,
the people
no,
accountable.
no. That's what I'm saying. If they were going to sue them, the only reason I can think of is like for getting a bigger paycheck out of it. Because if they truly wanted justice, then they would just like sue or try and take whoever like physically did it to them to court.
Oh, I mean, if you're suing a company, you can't have a company go to prison, but if you're taking the individuals, then they can be held accountable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't. I get it. I would personally. I would
Held
choose a
accountable.
couple. I would choose
I
a couple
agree.
people to
I-
also take with me. Be like,
Yeah,
yeah, this motherfucker
I-
too. This motherfucker specifically.
That's fair. I'll give you
I-
that.
I want
agree.
the company, but this motherfucker too. And that's then
I agree.
I would understand. Yeah, because then there's no besides having to pay
No.
everybody. There's no actual punishment.
The people that let them do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm,
But
it's-
yeah,
I'm
I
also
Video
thinking like
fun.
as soon like because this lawsuit's not gonna be quick and done with.
no.
By the end of it, is it Microsoft that's paying?
It depends
Um
on a shareholder meeting to determine whether or not they're going to proceed with the merger.
Yeah, so they haven't they won't be actually deciding. They won't even be able to start like legitimately deciding until after the government decides whether or not they'll let this through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first step right now.
So then, so what I'm thinking is like, they cannot merge until this is done and over with.
Not specifically the lawsuit and stuff. I'm talking about like because the government is starting to snoop to make sure that Microsoft isn't trying to build a monopoly. So they have to review the whole process and shit like that to make sure that doesn't happen basically. And
Right.
then after that, then the shareholders and the upper
Right.
management and shit will probably go through it some more, along with accountants and all that bullshit, to
So
make
then
sure.
So then what I will say is, I guess as a hypothetical, if they go through with the merger, it's Microsoft paying.
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be specifically Activision that'll have to settle it. Because
that'll
they
come
may
out-
they
oh,
may
it's
merge and
different.
they may fall under the banner of Microsoft, but I'm sure that they're still going to be considered technically a separate entity.
Yeah.
which will probably be better for Microsoft because, like you said, it would be a bigger chance of that money, that whatever they settle on doesn't come out of their pockets. It might just come out of Activision's budget or whatever they allocate towards Activision or whatever the case may be.
That, it still sounds like Microsoft will be taking the hit on this one.
Maybe indirectly, but I don't think it'll directly hit their pockets, is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, you just spent 70 billion on a company, and then now you got to pay out another. However, I guess it's still nothing to them, but
Well, it's not even that.
you
I
buy a
guess
place to
the
do a
bigger
payout, is what I'm saying.
the bigger issue for them would be how badly is this lawsuit going to affect their sales whenever Microsoft does take the IPs over and starts trying to formulate new games and shit like that.
That's 100% dependent on how quick they start fixing shit.
Well, it's not even
Yeah.
that. It also depends on how quickly the lawsuit settles and stuff, because we all know how this goes. Like, if this goes on for another, like, 1, maybe 2 years or so, at some point people are just going to start forgetting about it, unfortunately. And
Right,
once that
so-
happens, like, or Activision's fucking reputation's basically going to reset, and it's going to be like almost nothing ever happened.
Gotcha. So whether or not I think Activision will be fine, I'm just saying, like, it's unfortunate that nobody at Activision that actually decided to do all these things is
Yeah.
going to be punished. And in the end, it'll be the company that came in to try to fix everything that's ultimately going to be the one receiving the hit.
Yeah, but I feel like they're at a point now where if they're the merger isn't finalized, and they're at a point where they could easily back out knowing what they know.
So
It's
they know
that-
they should know where the point of no return is on paper,
I don't entirely feel sorry for Microsoft if they continue to proceed at this point.
because they should know on paper, like at least on paper, like the furthest extent that shit happened, and I'm assuming if any of that gets released or gets exposed or whichever, which I'm sure it will. I'm sure there's at one point Microsoft will be like, "Yep, nope, we're pulling the plug. We aren't doing this."
I would, me as Microsoft, just to be petty, I would still buy Blizzard and Activision. I would then tell the people that I am buying them from, hey, however much I have to pay out to these victims that you fucked over is how much is coming out of the money I'm giving you guys.
That will still indirectly affect the employees because a lot of like the people that are developing the games, they're probably going to be the ones that get hurt the most. Because
I'm gonna tell Bobby Kotick specifically, however much I'm paying you to leave is dependent on how much I'm paying them for you not giving a fuck.
Yeah. Well, I guess I shouldn't even say keep him out of prison, but
Yeah, because I don't think he's gonna go to prison, but he's definitely gonna receive a big payout right before he leaves.
I think actually there's an article that says he could make over 350 mil from the Blizzard deal.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So if I have to pay 200 million to the victims that you fucked over, you only getting 150 mil.
True.
And I'm like, yeah, sign it, because you don't have much of a choice.
yeah.
Either we merge and you get fired anyways, or you can make the payout of how much we're giving you and take what you get. That's how I'll do it, because I'm like, nah, fuck you. You make me clean up your fucking mess. I'm getting the dump fees, all right? However
Yeah.
it costs me to fix all of this, I'm getting my deposit, bitch.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like I understand that like Activision Blizzard as an entity isn't to blame. It's the people that were in charge of key parts of the company that were to blame. So, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with supporting Activision after this as long as they actually make meaningful fucking changes. Which the only way I can see that happening is if like the more managerial like side of the victims like takes part in the reform shit.
So I don't know much about Microsoft because I never worked there. I hear they have a pretty decent workplace, so
Yeah, I've heard back and forth. I know Kevin has complained about the security
yeah, I
department
know
specifically.
Yeah, I know Kevin has complained about certain things. I've heard it before. But as far as I'm aware, I don't think they, you know, allow drinking at the job. So
Yeah, they aren't
if
that
they
cool.
can make the big if they can make the big changes like within the first year of getting Activision, I think that's a big step.
Yeah, for sure. Only time will
Of
tell.
like
I'm sure that.
as soon as you handed that motherfucker the money, you turn around and you say, and all of this is gonna fucking stop. Or you're getting your ass whooped.
And your paycheck's getting robbed.
Yeah.
I
Cause
don't
I
know.
don't mind you drinking sodas and shit, but we not doing Modelo's on the job.
Whack ass workplace.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all can't even drink responsibly. God damn it, taking it away. But yeah, well, I guess we'll see what happens. This lawsuit's probably going to go on for at least another 5 years, to be honest.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Probably.
long time.
So only time will tell. We'll see what else gets exposed. But yeah. Let's see here. On to
Video games are fun.
speaking of Xbox news. According to this other VGC article that I just found like 5 seconds ago, Xbox Game Pass has paid indie developers more than $2.5 billion in royalties.
That's fucking crazy.
The figure was revealed in a new blog post by Xbox's general manager of content curation and programs, Chris Charla. Since the program's inception, independent developers have earned more than $2.5 billion in royalties, and total revenue generated by ID at Xbox partners on Xbox almost doubled over the last 3 years. He also revealed that Xbox paid developers and publishers hundreds of millions of dollars in Game Pass license fees.
That's
While
crazy.
yeah, I know, right? That's actually insane. While the blog also states that the program has seen over 1,000 developers sign up to the ID at Xbox system over the past 2 years. Charlie concedes that Xbox's work with indie developers still has some way to go. One area we talk to developers and players about is a lot of discoverability. Charlie explains teams across Microsoft work every day to help discover discovery challenges, so players can find games they love and in turn ensure developers find an audience for their games. At last week's Game Developers Conference, Microsoft introduced a new program called ID at Azure, which is aimed at independent devs across all platforms that want to use Microsoft cloud gaming tech in their titles. At said same event, Xbox Game Studios Publishing also officially announced its new cloud gaming organization. According to Microsoft, the division works with studios to develop cloud-native titles and bring them exclusively to the Xbox ecosystem. This division is led by Kim Swift, who joined Xbox last year as Cloud Gaming Director. Swift rose to prominence as the project lead and designer of Valve's Portal before working as designer and artist on Left 4 Dead and its sequel, and was more recently game design director at Stadia. Oh no.
Dude,
Oh, that's
Google
bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh no.
Stadia, the future of gaming,
Oh no.
home to such games as Cyberpunk 2077 and Borderlands 3.
Oh Jesus. Guess we'll see how this train wreck goes.
Dude, it's gonna be great. No misfire.
Need nothing but bangers. That's what we need. But yeah, what do you guys think about that analytic? You guys happy, sad, disappointed in the in the number? Thought it would be higher, lower? What's going on here?
As far as indie devs go, I think they've single-handedly been keeping games alive the last 10 years or so, so I'm stoked they're finally getting fucking recognized for it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on this new director because I think it has potential.
Yeah,
Just because,
else sounds scary, but
huh?
everything else sounds scary, but I'm
Yeah,
glad indie devs are getting paid because they deserve it.
that's fair. As for this new director, she has 2 out of 3 of these feats are good. The last one is the most troubling though,
Yeah,
because we
no,
all know
Portal
how
and Left 4
Stadia is
Dead
going so far. It's been
yeah,
great.
Portal and Left 4 Dead are Heard that little game they put on the Steam Deck is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Steam Deck is actually, speaking of which, I actually seen one on the Facebook Marketplace recently. Someone put the cheapest one up on the marketplace, the one that was like I think $300 or $400. They put it up for like
Yeah.
$750. I mean, it's
Insanity.
gone, so
Wow.
I'm assuming somebody grabbed it, but
It doesn't even. That's not even. It's the one that doesn't have an SSD though.
yeah, I know. It's the
You're
one
paying
that also
for
only has like 60 gigs of memory.
it's 60 gigs, no SSD. You are paying for a Switch.
What can you play on that?
A whole one game,
Uh,
probably.
To say I would play Isaac with mods, and that would be like my entire hard drive space.
Yeah, that's about it. I feel sorry for the person
Oh.
that actually bought that, because I don't think that the Steam Deck. I think you can take apart that. Sorry, correct me. The Valve. I think Valve made it so it's easy to repair and get into. I just don't know about upgradability when it comes to to the storage. I don't remember that off the top of my head.
I couldn't tell you. I didn't look too far into it. I did put a deposit down for the next wave of pre-orders. I think they said they're going live in like August, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't know how I'll feel about it at that point.
I'm
It'll
sure
also
by
be
then
on
we'll have more reviews and more playtests and stuff
Well,
like
and
that.
about to say is by the time we get to that point, it'll be at a point where people will be able to say whether or not it's worth it
Yeah.
until the inevitable version 2 comes out.
I've seen some playtests of like certain games and stuff, and it seems to run them pretty well. Me personally, I wouldn't be playing too many AAA titles on it, just because like that's what I have this rig for, is for high-end titles.
Yeah, I get that.
But
I just like gimmicky shit. So
that's fair. I mean, I like indie games or like less intensive games like what was it? What is it called? Hold on. Let me look at Steam. I know I can think of it. I can picture the concept art. Darksiders. There we go. The newest one, the one that's top down. That game will probably be perfect for it. Like games like that.
Darksiders is on Switch, dude.
Yeah, it is. I actually have it on Switch.
Yeah.
I just haven't played it since, specifically because, unfortunately, the game looks potato. Like, I can't make out the character models at all.
You're not picking up Doom Eternal on the Switch and getting pissed when it's not running like the fucking Game Pass version.
Oh no,
like,
no, that's not what I'm saying. It's just like I was hoping at the very least I could see the character models.
Nah, man, you that just go with the little shadow that I'm sure is a circle and not an actual character shadow.
I know, right? This is great. It's great. Speaking of graphics and such, so AMD finally released their version of NVIDIA DLSS, which if any of you guys don't know, NVIDIA DLSS basically does two different things. One thing, it does two things, but technically it's designed to only do one thing, but it has two different functions, or it can be used in two different ways. So basically what DLSS does is it'll upscale your resolution, and also if you have ray tracing on, it optimizes and upscales the resolution, or like it optimizes the resolution even more to where you have a smooth frame rate while using either ray tracing or like, let's say that you had like a 1080p monitor, but you only had like maybe like a 1070 or something like that in your rig, but then you wanted to upscale your image to like 1440p. That's what you use NVIDIA DLSS for, so that way you can get a higher frame rate while still having that. Like, it's kind of like an in-between look where it looks 1440p, but the more you look deeper into it, the more you can see the errors in it. So it works somewhat, but like it's obviously not perfect. It's not better compared to just having the hardware that's just straight up able to run it at that resolution.
I'm gonna say it's an interesting concept. It's just gonna bank on what's gonna support it, like what games are gonna actually use that.
Yeah, so DLSS is a lot more widespread. AMD's Fidelity FX just released not too long ago, and it basically does the same thing. The first games to be able to use FSR 2.0 are going to be Deathloop and Forspoken. Let's see here. It's also coming to Xbox. In a blog post, the company said the latest version of the frame rate boosting tech FSR 2.0 is set to be made available for Xbox game devs to use in their titles. Though for gamers, we do not have a timeline today for when you can expect to see any Xbox games with it implemented. Let's see here. FSR is AMD's rival to much hyped DLSS from NVIDIA, which uses AI to upscale the resolution of PC games, effectively allowing players to achieve higher graphical settings and better frame rates from their systems. Unlike DLSS, FSR does not use machine learning in its upscaling algorithm. And following its launch in 2021 in June, AMD said FSR has become the fastest adopting software technology in the company's history. It's currently supported by over 90 game companies and is available in 61 games and 20 upcoming titles. FSR was announced last week ahead of its launch in the second quarter of the year, which should be like next month.
Pretty soon.
Should
Yeah.
be like the soonest it would be is in April, so like in a week or two. But yeah, thoughts, concerns, hopes, dreams. What you guys got for me?
Sounds like a bunch of commie gobbledygook to me.
All right, all right, all right. What about you?
I can tell you what ray tracing is, but I've never owned a fucking PC where I've had to take into account the rest of that.
That's fair.
Like PS5 and the Xbox are like the first two consoles where they've been able to explain it to me in a way my dumb brain understands. And when I see it happen and I know what they're talking about, I can sit there and be like, this is cool.
Yeah.
Like when I'm fucking playing through Spider-Man, I can sit there and be like, look at that. It's actually my reflection. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
But
They have like a side by side for Deathloop right now. One is like actual 4K resolution on it, and then the other one is FSR 2.0 with quality mode turned on. And I like at face value, I can't see a fucking difference. So
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
look pretty damn close.
yeah. Like I'm sure like if you put the two images side by side or like put like an active 30-second clip in front of like Linus Tech
Yeah.
Tips or something,
you
I'm
are
sure they're
giving
going to see
all
it.
the tools in the world to figure out the difference, then great.
Like I'm still just dipping my toe basically in the whole thing, but cool.
Pretty cool. It looks
Ah.
pretty decent.
But yeah. Yeah, it just got released. Philip, are you still planning on updating your computer here soon?
One of these days, I'm still broke.
What about you, Carter?
One of these days, I'm still broke.
God damn it. Wait, didn't you just get a bonus, boy?
Yeah, I upgraded my Switch.
I hate this guy.
I
This
wanted an
guy.
OLED.
I've thought about getting an
damn, you
OLED.
wanted the OLED.
It's fucking nice. As someone who almost exclusively plays in handheld mode, it's nice.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. I'll give you that.
Worth it?
Mine is my Animal Crossing town getting nuked? Yes.
Oh,
Oh, hey, look at that. Kane and Fox joined. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, they joined about a couple minutes ago.
Gamer?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh shit, I need to turn Fox up. I can't hear him. Oh hey, what's no, Philip doesn't stream, Michael, cause he ain't cool.
Because he ain't cool.
Huh?
He's supposed to be streaming to
Sometimes.
help out the podcast to grow.
Podcast.
He's supposed to be streaming like more
And-
so to help spread the word of the podcast, but
I'm doing a podcast.
Fellas, instead of actively attacking each other on the podcast, can we talk about what is cool? Like Kirby and
Well, actively attacking each other is cool.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Do it all
he attacks
you guys
himself.
play Kirby instead.
the time.
It's way more fun. It's way less angry.
Damn
I'll
stream.
stream maybe tonight after.
You're showing that you're
do some
playing Yu-Gi-Oh,
drugs.
not podcast. Wait, what? My thing
Yeah,
didn't
tried.
update?
After
Oh, it
I
didn't.
do
Wait,
some
what the hell?
drugs,
Hold on.
and maybe
I'll
I'll
change it.
stream something.
Let me see.
Hey,
I thought
Fox,
I literally updated it
Yo.
earlier, but I guess
So I
guess it
got
didn't
this
register.
drink, right?
Okay.
This drink fucked me up, dog.
That
This
drink
dude-
fucked you up?
This drink fucked me up.
Why?
This dude put some syrup in there. That's like 420 milligrams.
Oh, yeah. Per what?
And
Per what? Per 10 mils? Per what? Per 1 mil? Y'all just fucking
Uh,
like winging this shit?
Yeah.
Yup.
At
Jesus
least we
Christ.
regulate it, bro.
All right, well save that
Per-
conversation for after
okay,
the stream.
so the 420 milligrams is per bottle cap.
How much you put in?
2 bottle caps.
Fucking hell, no wonder.
All right,
So I took
guys.
I took two
Hey,
drinks.
dose and I don't.
I
hey,
2 drinks
Hey.
last night.
guys.
my
I'm about
ass.
to mute you.
Why?
We can't be talking about that shit on the fucking stream,
What
my
I
guy.
have is legal. Where Fox is at, also legal.
Yeah.
But is it legal all over the world?
What I have is legal in Iowa.
Is
All right. Well, anyways, let's not podcast focused. We got to stay optimized here. Yeah, I know, right, Mike? This ain't fam friendly. What the hell?
Let me overclock myself real quick. Hold on. Let me open up my OS.
Kirby.
Alright. Anyways, next article. Moving on.
All right.
Whoop, whoop.
What that was supposed to be? I
Kirby.
wish I could turn off your face cam.
That was the transition.
I thought it was the police.
We might be taking. I might actually enjoy this article. I actually haven't fucking read it yet. So VGC released a article. What was it today? Yeah, today in the this morning of today. Halo TV series sets viewership record for Paramount Plus. The show has already been renewed for a second season after the premiere episode. Let's
One
see.
episode, they renewed it.
Yeah.
One.
I heard
We
it wasn't
knew
even
he was.
good.
I heard it wasn't even that good too.
I don't even know.
The only reason you got those views is because everybody was sitting on the sidelines waiting to see you fuck it up.
I mean, that's fair. Let's see here. According to Paramount, the show, which debuted last week on the platform, broke the previously established record set by 1883, a series that aired in November. Viewing figures for streaming platforms aren't typically released, but it's worth noting that a Paramount Plus show has never been in the streaming top 10 provided by Nielsen, an American agency that tracks television ratings. Let's see here. Halo started development as a TV show at Xbox, where it stalled for years. It was memorably featured as part of a disastrous E3 2013 Xbox One reveal press conference. The TV show was later resurrected at Paramount Plus in a bid to create original content for the streaming platform. Let's see here. Along with our phenomenal partners at Showtime, 3/4 Industries, and Amblin Television, we cannot wait for fans to experience more of this incredible universe, Tanya Giles announced. Amblin Television is a production company headed by cinema icon Steven Spielberg. Let's see here. The show has already been renewed for a second season and stars Pablo Schreiber as the Master Chief and Jen Taylor as Cortana in a controversial mood. The first episode of the show was widely promoted as giving viewers the first full look at the Master Chief without his helmet on. While the character has removed his helmet in Halo games, it's always obscured so that players never get a direct look. They didn't tell us the numbers though. I wish
So
they
wait,
had
you
told
see
us the
Master
numbers.
Chief without his helmet?
Yeah.
I guess.
You gonna give us that in the first episode?
I
Really?
guess.
Episode 1.
They're not gonna build, dude. They could build that up for like 3 seasons,
it
and I would
could be-
Listen,
watch.
they've been
Three
building that shit up for like
seasons.
fucking 15 years.
Don't we know what his face looked like?
Yeah, but does it
Yeah.
matter? Do
I
you
mean,
know
we know what his face looked
face
like
looks
as an
like?
adolescent and teenager.
I
Do
feel
we
like
really
this
need to see his
He
face?
is now.
Anywho,
I like that word. That's good.
as a comment that I heard, it feels like it really does not have anything to do with Halo and Spartans. And it
Really?
seems
Yeah,
more of it,
like it's
from what
like
I
a-
hear, it's more of like a drama based on the characters around.
No way.
The scientist?
Is it really gonna be that? Like based on the UNSC and like fucking Captain
But like I think
fucking what's her
okay,
name? Captain Keys and fucking
We're gonna have another thing like
All
the
them?
Halo anthology. where
Anyways,
it's all about, like,
I don't
stealing
know for
kids.
sure. I don't remember if that's exactly what they heard, but it, if I remember correctly, that's what it seems like. And I think
I'm not
that,
gonna
like,
watch it if that's it.
I think that lady that they find in the village or something like that, where she's like clearly some type of
Crazy
Mainlander.
bitch.
Mainlander.
Fuck did you just call her?
Her
Man,
home.
her-
You can't call
Right.
her that.
Homelander.
That's
Teenager.
fucking. That's so racist. You can't fucking
No,
call
it's
her
not. That's classist. Okay.
I mean, my
Wow.
thing is, I didn't understand who it, because I remember seeing the trailer. Who is the Asian girl supposed to be? Because I don't recognize her from anything Halo related. Is she a new character?
Called it OC. Why don't you look it up?
I'll just watch the angry review on it later. It's
That's
fine.
exactly what I watched.
Wait, you didn't even watch the show, Philip?
No, I watched Angry Joe. That's why I said based off of a comment that I heard. I hear it's not. They're not the
You
focus.
guys even have Paramount Plus?
Fuck no.
Jesus. All right. Guess I'm the only jackass that got
No,
Paramount.
I spend
Actually-
too much money on subscriptions.
Joke's on you, Carter. I steal from my parents.
Shit, I'm about to replace my Netflix
still not gonna
subscription if
watch
they
it,
keep
though.
raising the
My
fucking price.
grandma makes me pay for the Netflix. She makes me pay for the unlimited users type shit.
Dude, all I'm gonna say about Paramount Plus versus Netflix is Paramount Plus has the SpongeBob movie, the first one.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You know who also has that? Actually, hilariously enough, everybody who was 4 when that movie came out.
Guess what? I was 10 when it came out, and it's still a fucking banger. So fuck you.
I'm not trying to detract from that, but it's like. Oh, another point I wanted to say. Does anybody honestly care about what Master Chief's face is?
Not really.
No,
I
it's a
just want them to
ball, no.
balance storytelling with the fucking action, and clearly, well, to be fair though,
No,
there's
you know
only
what
one
I care
episode
about?
out.
You know what I care about? That it's not the original voice. That's
Yeah,
what
that-
I care about.
That's a big ass contender for like. I don't know. I would have to hear the voice myself before whether or not I would hate it or love it.
You can hear it in the trailer.
I'll
If
have
it's not
to.
the same voice we've had, I feel like it's not really the
If-
same thing.
well,
If it still suits the character, I won't mind as much.
For me, if it was somewhat close, I wouldn't have minded as much.
If it's
It
close or if it
doesn't-
matches the character.
It does not for me.
It doesn't. I'll have to listen to it after the podcast. But
watch the
there's
trailer,
only
you can hear
one episode out. But if they keep the direction of like where they're focusing on drama versus balancing that with action and character development and shit, it's not gonna do very well. Like people play Halo because they want to shoot shit and watch shit explode.
Yeah.
I would assume there's enough of that.
You're not
I
one of those
hope.
guys who cares about the novel and the lore. Read.
I want to read the novels actually. I need to
How
buy
do you
those.
have a-
It's just a book.
The Halo books are actually phenomenal.
I've heard
Dude,
really
you can
good
find
things
them
about them.
online. You can find them online dubiously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It is
Obviously.
audible.
In a dubious way that is not endorsed by this podcast.
That's great.
I'm just saying that for the sake of awareness that these novels are being pirated
Only if
on
only
all these websites,
Hey.
all these websites and blog spots like readhalonovel.blogspot.com.
Man, that was real specific.
if only there was a bay on the internet full of pirates
Yeah,
that
if
could
only
like help you
Somalia,
find literature.
if only Somalia just like had their website about piracy, and they could teach us how not to steal things from companies because you steal from
Yeah.
companies and they make bids for your money and they end up making a Halo TV series. It seems like it might fall flat, or it might just be like the Halo anthology where they have. It could just be like a fucking thriller about fucking clones going to kill themselves, and that would be fucking awesome.
Fucks with it.
All right.
It'd be fucking
But-
sweet.
But yeah,
I like it.
only the first episode is out. I guess we'll see how it goes. Does anyone know how many episodes there's supposed to be for the first season?
Too
Like,
many.
is it gonna be
I
like
didn't
a Game of Thrones type of thing, where it's gonna be like in between like 6 and 12, or?
God not.
Well, I guess the better
Yeah, I'm not-
question is how long is the first episode? Is it like an hour?
No idea.
Believe it.
If it's like an hour, then I could see maybe 8 to 10 episodes
I
at
can
most.
expect-
But I don't know. I'll probably wait until all the episodes are out and then just watch it all at once or some shit. We'll see. I won't judge it just yet. I'll
I
wait.
judge it
I'll
already.
wait. I'll wait.
No.
But moving on to the next one. It looks like Amazon Game Studios boss has already stepped down. Amazon
Okay.
claims the executive is leaving to focus on his family. Mike Frazzini, let's see here. The executive is focusing on his family. Mike was there at the beginning of Amazon Games, and his leadership and perseverance has helped build the game business from the ground up, even though there's not much there. Our
Hey,
recent,
Mike, how you built a mud hill?
He is
Mike was
he's
but
there.
being
it's a nice
forcefully
mud
made
hill.
to willingly retire.
What the
What?
Step
fuck?
down from the
What
position.
mud hill?
I've seen dung beetles build better fucking hills than you have.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Amazon Games, okay. I can't say they've gone to shit because I didn't see where they start, but they're shit now.
They
Yeah.
got a 50-50.
Do you play the
like-
hit MMO Lost World?
Yeah, I did, and then I refunded it.
Yeah, but didn't you know about the MOBA that they made before that?
No, that's why I'm saying I don't know where
It
they started.
closed like in a month.
That
Hey,
seems
yo,
very accurate.
Paragon 2?
Yeah. God, who exactly?
Bro.
Let's see here. Our recent successes with New World and Lost Ark are the result of the long-term customer service, customer-focused vision for games he helped establish. We are very grateful for all
No.
his contributions and wish Mike the very best. My guy copped a fat check and said, "All right, y'all can deal with this dumpster fire." I'm out."
Did it say customer service?
Customer-focused.
Yeah. Also
Wasn't a big part of
curious.
New World like that people were like getting randomly banned
Yeah. Customer-focused bands.
for playing the game, and then when they asked
Yeah,
somebody in
focused
customer
on the
support, they were like,
money.
"Sorry, the bot
Yeah,
banned you.
they're
My bad,
They're
guys."
fucking the
focused on
customer.
the money. After
then that
that, they weren't my customer no more.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They were just using my product. They should have been paying a
Yeah.
subscription fee,
Yeah, they ain't
$30
buying.
subscription fee, every month. No, day, to play this glorious
Ah.
game.
Yes, glorious.
This glorious game with a horrible premise and a terrible infrastructure.
But it's a new
I
world.
do love that we live in an age where MMOs are coming out as frequently as they are, and the de facto response is, "I'm just gonna go back to Final Fantasy 14."
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's pretty great.
It just helps the population bloom. It's fine.
I just love that World of Warcraft has finally been usurped, so I don't have to listen to people fucking not shut up about it.
That's fair. Now you get to hear people not shut up about
Speaking of
14.
that, I
That's
played
fine,
World of
though, 'cause
Warcraft for a
14
month.
A good game.
Carter, I played World of Warcraft for a month. I
Yeah,
want my
man.
money back.
Played World of Warcraft for 30 days. Ask me anything, Reddit.
Yeah, it sucked. It was kind of fun.
I
It was
want that.
kind of fun. Anybody who wants the legacy shit, like, Classic WoW or Burning Crusade, they're actually smoking meth. They don't know what they want, and they're fucking stupid.
What if what they really want is just more meth?
They're fucking old men, and they don't understand what they were doing. What they were playing was a bad game.
Jesus.
It was good at the time, but now it's so antiquated that it just feels like shit.
That's fair. I know Matthew played it for, I think, like a couple months. He liked it for a little bit, but I think he dropped it pretty quickly overall. Like, I'm pretty sure at the end of it, he was just forcing himself to play.
I will say at the end of it, or like towards the end, I unlocked this little rat person I can play as. A little
Rat baby?
race. Rat baby race, dude.
Whoa. Guys, we have to stop the presses. I know this isn't about video games, but Will Smith just slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars.
Yeah, that's fair.
What?
That just sounds like an ordinary nigga moment.
No, I guess Chris Rock made a joke about his fucking wife, about like Jada Pinkett Smith and that whole shit that happened.
God damn
He
it.
slapped
I mean,
him?
I'm
My
not
wife-
surprised.
He said,
No, I'm
"My wife
not
came out
wrong.
of her fucking mouth and smacked him across."
It's just a nigga moment. They're
Wow.
just too famous of people to get killed by the cops.
God damn.
Prove me
Fair
wrong.
enough.
I'm not wrong. That's the thing, though.
Sorry, my phone just went off and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Bro, get over here. This is a perfect time to throw your life away.
That will never hamper Will Smith's fucking
God.
career.
I cannot
No,
wait
it
to watch
won't.
that after this is over.
Speaking of Will Smith, did you guys hear that I Am Legend is getting a sequel?
Yeah, but it's Michael B. Jordan. I don't know what he B. Jordan
I think
about,
Will Smith is
but-
going to be in it too, though.
Bro, he got the J's, though? He got the J's on?
J's on my feet.
Yeah!
J's on my feet.
J's on my feet.
I'd watch that. I liked the first one enough when it came out.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I read the novel then. I was like, oh, there's a lot of shit missing. So it's
Oh
nice
yeah,
to see them done upon it.
Well, yeah, it's a fucking book adaptation.
there's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot of shit missing, unfortunately.
But like, it wasn't just a little bit. It was like the whole meat and potatoes of the fucking thing
Meat
missing.
potatoes.
Potatoes.
At least the shit that I thought was cool about the fucking book was
Ooh,
missing
that's gonna hurt.
on retrospect, and it was like, oh,
Like,
that's kind of weird.
Little fucking edgelord.
I love being racist. What? Uh oh. Uh oh. Hold up.
Oh, fuck.
God.
All right, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail. Anyway, next story.
No, it's fine.
It,
Talk about
It's alright,
felt
this
like,
is-
it felt like
you
one of
please-
those moments.
Can you
It felt
please
like
tell
one of
me-
those moments where 10 years from now we're gonna be like, where were you?
It's on a podcast talking about it.
Dude, I was podcasting, talking about Lost World with my boys.
I'm gonna start
Bro.
wearing your bras.
Now
Give me
the re- the
motivation
real
to start
question-
working on my chest more.
The real question about it now
Huh?
is
No?
Carter, tell us more about your
Don't test me. I'll do it.
$1,200, Star
It may
Wars
be with
fridge.
with rolled up socks, but I'll still do it.
How do you feel about that?
Tell them about
do it.
what?
Your $1,200 Star Wars themed fridge.
Star Wars. I have to fucking buy it because it has Star Wars on it.
I love white people with too much time on their hands.
What the fuck?
That sounds like me.
No, but it's cool because it's got
Maybe.
the Star Wars lady. The
What do you
Star
think?
Wars.
That's definitely not a maybe. I'm white
The,
dude with
the
too much
star
time.
isn't who you define yourself as. It's the wars within you. Star Wars.
You can't jump up.
Don't tell me that. I'm jumping up right now.
Like we're still in this podcast, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
speaking of Star Wars, y'all stoked? It's like 7 more days till Lego Star Wars.
Oh, true. You guys, I know. Obviously, Carter's gonna get it, but anyone else gonna cop that?
Dude, it's not only am I gonna
No.
get it, it'll be my first PS5 Steelbook.
That's
wow.
fair.
PS5 got game now.
Yeah, PS5 have game confirmed.
A game. Single
Um,
game.
Yeah, no, singular.
But to finish off the article, let's see here. During Frazzini's tenure, Amazon's games business struggled to create a breakout hit despite it reportedly investing hundreds of millions in development. What?
Man, imagine having that under your
What?
track record.
That's crazy. You know when Edmund McMillan made Super Meat?
Development
I-
of the company's team-based shooter Crucible officially ceased in October 2020, just 5 months after the game's launch, following its struggle to attract a significant player base. More recently, Amazon canceled a Lord of the Rings MMO, reportedly because of a dispute with Tencent, the parent company of the title's co-developer Athlon Games.
I didn't
Shit,
know that.
Games
The
with
company
Tencent?
finally found success with
The one
MMO
company
New
that
World
owns
late
everything?
last year, with the title attracting Steam's 5th highest concurrent players figure at the time of launch. According to Bloomberg, some staff had criticized Mike due to his lack of experience running a game studio. The executive had transferred from Amazon Books division. What?
So he didn't know how to game?
Apparently not. Let's see here. One former Amazon Game Studios manager reportedly said that Frazzini's leadership suffered because he had not had prior experience in gaming. Amazon is a company that often assumes that if you can exceed in one category, you can succeed in another, they said.
Oh,
Goddamn.
so they tried the Swiss Army knife approach, and now their game studio is just shit and laughing and a joke?
Yeah, homie, you kind of got the whole squad laughing.
Yeah. Bruh. Shit's so funny. I almost slipped out of my tees.
Dude, did you just Vine bruh me?
Bruh.
Let's see here. But yeah, that's the end of that article. I'm not surprised that they tried to pull something like that, and I'm not. It's just not shocking to me whatsoever. Let's see here. Moving on to the next article, I found one from The Gamer. They have
Oh.
a
Gamer?
short synopsis on
The hit Korean comic?
The
The
guy?
Gamer?
something like that.
Yo, is that the
Let's
guy
see
from
here.
Spy Kids?
So
Yeah.
the first
Yeah, what's his name?
first
No,
game big
fucking
article was CDPR
McGuire.
announces Witcher 4. Just don't call it that.
Witcher 4.
Let's see
Which
here.
harder?
That's what I'm saying. There are a handful of series that can send Twitter into a tailspin with little more than an image that doesn't reveal a lot and short caption to go with it. Think that time Idris Elba tweeted a close-up of Knuckles' fist. CD Projekt Red did exactly this week by tweeting a snowy screenshot of a Witcher emblem confirming work for the next chapter in the saga is underway. Then everyone started referring to it as Witcher 4, and that apparently wasn't the right thing to do. It's not called The Witcher 4 just yet, but at least we know a new Witcher game is coming.
So
Not
Isaiah, you scared
went-
the fuck out of me because when you said that, when you made the allusion to the image of Knuckles, my brain immediately assumed that CDPR just posted a picture of Knuckles.
Knuckles is in Witcher, confirmed.
The Witcher and Knuckles, dude.
Jesus.
I'd buy it. I'd buy it. I mean, as long as like I don't get stuck in like on a fucking horse and I have to delete my entire save file for Witcher 3.
Still find that funny that shit broke on me.
I'm still mad about that, and I refuse to play Witcher 3 because of it.
Kane, it's been like 5 years.
No, in fact, it's been 7,
Oh, not
and I'm
played with-
still fucking mad. I'm still
I've
very
played
mad.
through. I've played like the first 3 hours about 5 times. That's as far as I ever got.
That's fair. It's a game that you have to have a little bit of perseverance to get through the first
Well,
probably like 4 or 5 hours.
It
want
is
to,
honestly
whenever I
perfect
do-
culmination of game shit. Like, it's perfect. Like, the creator of the books is an asshole, and he doesn't like the games, but the games are doing infinitely better than his books. It's just the perfect peak comedy.
Yeah, no, and then after the success of Witcher 3, he was just like, "Wait, guys, I want to be in on this. I want some of the royalties."
And he sold it. He literally sold it for like a couple of pennies and some blueberries. Now he's like,
Those blueberries are turning into blueberry bushes. I need some.
turning
And
into millions
CDPR
of
just
dollars.
kind of like slapped his hand and was like, "No."
I could have spent that money on fucking, I don't know,
I'm
Reaper siege
CD
points.
Project Red, Morty. I'm CD Project Red Rick.
Red Rick.
Red Rick.
What the fuck am I supposed to be killing? Am I killing this shark? I think I am.
Dude, I'm so pissed. No one in town had Wonderlands that was open. I couldn't get it.
Why didn't you just buy it off the PSN store?
Well, just buy a digital copy, because when fucking Obamacare shuts down all of the fucking internet.
It's fair, dude. You're gonna be out of a job. And
Yeah.
Cantina. What, you don't like game obsolete? Game obsolete bad? Obsolete game sold bad? Game no place on store? Nintendo eShop shut down?
when Randy
We were-
Pitchford replaces the save file on the PSN store for his fucking hard
Don't
drive,
fuck 'em.
56 terabytes of porn and game data, which side of that do you think we're gonna get?
You say that, and I honestly don't hold that above Pitchford.
Oh no, it's what
The
happened during Borderlands 3 development. Went to
Did
like a
it?
Ren fair. He went to like a Ren fair, or like not like a Ren fair, but like what do they call them? It's like a like a medieval restaurant
Yeah?
where like they do the jousting and everything while you eat. And someone found a hard drive that fell out of his pocket that not only had at the time confidential Borderlands 3 information, but also a fuck ton of pornography.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
What a fucking hero. You know
He
what?
was just like, no, I didn't have any Borderlands stuff on there. That would be unprofessional.
Dude, you know what? The ball's in Pitchford's
Completely
court,
blew over the board.
He owns up to it. Why? Because he bought the Duke Nukem franchise.
Because he bought the Duke Nukem. I love that that is always going to be the fucking be-all, end-all for you and that man.
Oh god. No, I just genuinely hate him as a person.
No, he's a scumbag, and I wish anybody else was running that company.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Aliens Colonel
Ah.
Marine would have been so much better.
Anyway, guys, if you're at a
Yeah, he's good.
if your ship is marooned in a certain bay area full of, Somalians that may be apt at piracy, let me know if you can find the Pitchford hard drive. Because Not only do we need
You
to know what was on it, we need to
Hard,
know
hard.
how
I mean-
hard can we clown him.
Yeah.
Cause like, was it some weird shit? Or was it like shittily drawn Borderlands porn, which would make it perfect?
No, I believe it was actual pornography.
Like, it's like hand drawn crayon drawn pictures of just Borderlands porn that Pitchford made himself. Honestly, at that point, I'd believe it was a publicity stunt.
What's the next story?
Another short caption is looks like I think we talked about it a little bit on the other podcast, Carter, but you weren't here. So if you have played Fortnite for any length of time, then you will know how frustrating it is when you fire off a single round and the enemy in your sight suddenly turns into a skyscraper. Despite building arguably being a key part of what makes Fortnite, I mean that's not arguable. That's literally what makes Fortnite what it is. Anyways, Fortnite Epic went ahead and removed it entirely to celebrate the launch of Chapter 3 Season 2 last weekend. It's a controversial decision, and players seem to be pretty split over whether it should become a permanent change. Nothing confirmed yet, but it would appear building will be reinstated next week, and some no-build LTMs will be added, let's see here, in its place. All right. Well, at least they're not making it a permanent thing where it's the only thing you can play. That would have killed their game, to be honest.
I think that's kind of unfortunate, though. They have to remove the thing that made their BR special to try and get more people into their BR.
I had read the opposite, where after that update, people had data mined and found out it was going to be more permanent than what they're leading on.
Oh, really?
It's not going to replace the de facto mode, but like they're going to offer it as a permanent option.
I see.
Just a no building mode?
Which I think would be cool, because honestly, I hate the skill cap in that game, and I don't know. If I'm playing a BR like that, I don't want to fucking have to be sweaty to do anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like so much of that game is sweating trying to build fucking the Sears Tower.
Facts.
What do you mean? How could it be sweaty? You mean me, who's doing emotes to sniff the Chun-Li's ass? Sweaty? I can't believe you.
Kane, you're the type of person that is the reason they took out the emotes for the MLK.
Actually, I find that highly inappropriate. Out of genuine respect for the man, I wouldn't do it.
That's fair. Moving on to the next short
I have
article.
boundaries.
Huh?
Just pretend they don't exist.
Jesus. Moving on to the next short article. FIFA might be getting a name change. There have been rumors and reports flying around for a while now that EA might be ditching the FIFA name once FIFA 22 is replaced with whatever they decide to call it. Those rumors were compounded when an EA higher-up explained to employees that the FIFA name was holding them back, an odd thing to say about a globally recognized brand that has become one of the best-selling series of all time of gaming, or in all of gaming for almost 30 years. Nevertheless, the story developed this week, and an insider claiming FIFA will be rebranded EA Sports Football Club later this year. There is a related article that confirmed that this will actually be happening. So they will actually be changing the name.
What do you guys feel about it?
I don't give a
honestly would
shit.
Buy the game if they renamed it to
Don't
COD
care.
FIFA. If they renamed it to COD FIFA, I would fucking buy the game.
I feel like we should remember that Mario Strikers comes out in like 2 months, and
Yeah, that's more
Oh,
than likely going to be a
yes.
better game.
Oh, I just realized what's going on. Holy fucking shit. Yo, okay. All right. Hear me now. It's a tactic. I'm totally saying this is what EA is doing. So, FIFA, right? You buy FIFA, and then it's gonna rebrand, and it's gonna come out on a new game or on a new disc in a box in a case called EA Sports Football Club. You're gonna buy that, and you realize you bought the same game a second time to get.
I
more money
mean,
out.
you've been buying the same game for like the last 12 years.
Yeah, but it's
But it's not called FIFA
quite
anymore.
literally, it's
I don't
quite
know.
literally the same. It's like you ever bought those those bootleg Chinese cartridges that'll be like Pokemon Hyper Adventure and
Yeah,
Pokemon
from-
Jade, and they're the same fucking ROM hack? That's it, dude. They're ascending it. They're
They're being
ascending.
hack.
Dude, they're doing it, man. They're doing it.
All right.
Oh, I
It's
know.
the ultimate scam.
I could see him doing it, to be honest. Technically, they've been running that scam for well over a decade, like I said, but
There are 2 soccer games coming out in like the next 2 months that are going to be better than FIFA.
Yeah,
get Mario
Yeah.
Strikers, and get Nintendo Switch Club Sports.
There you go.
dude, they're gonna have Mario Strikers and my custom Pokemon ROM hack, COD FIFA.
Yeah, COD. I'm sorry.
COD
What is?
FIFA. It's a portmanteau of FIFA and COD FIFA.
I need pitched a little bit as far as like what's like at least give me a gameplay
All right.
rundown.
NBA Jam, except
I
it's
don't care about-
football. And
Uh-huh.
on President's mode, we have Obama through Biden. They all
Obama.
What?
That style.
So 3 people.
Yeah, Obama, Trump, and Biden. The
That'd be
thing-
pretty funny.
What sells the game is gonna be a clip of Obama dunking the shit on fucking Trump, just dunking the fuck out of him. And they're gonna have cool custom emotes where you can do it, and you're gonna see Obama Fortnite dancing, Trump slipping on a banana, Joe Biden falling downstairs. All these cool custom emotes.
Hey Philip, did you
Obama
know that you can usually see more if you stop squinting so much?
No, not true. Not for me.
You're really gonna
Hey,
make
So that you can be a better person if you don't kink shame Philip.
Yeah, can you stop being racist towards my Asian friend?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
You're gonna get
Yeah.
canceled.
Fucking racist.
Canceled.
I'm canceled.
Yeah.
Dude,
Cancel
cancel-
the podcast.
Cancel.
All right, guys.
Cancel the
We
podcast.
jumped the ship. Isaiah said something racist. Podcast over. Sorry,
Podcast
guys.
over.
Podcast canceled.
Guys, we're gonna restructure. We'll be back in 6 months.
Come
We're
back.
gonna be looking at new management.
Yeah.
Kane and I are gonna take over as co-hosts.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be a Conan and Andy Richter style thing.
it's gonna be great. It's all improv comedy. All improv comedy for fucking way too long.
Jesus.
We're gonna call it
Um,
Saturday Night Podcast.
Saturday night podcast every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. Thanks for chumming.
I like that.
let's see here. Moving on to the next short article is no Suicide Squad until 2023. Creating a
Just came
game when
out, I'm
most
not
of the
surprised.
development team has to work from home isn't
Oh, the
exactly
game.
ideal. The ripple effects are still being felt now in 2022, so much so that Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. A game we thought would be here before the end of the year will now not launch until at least spring of next year. If the last 2 years have taught devs anything, it's that delaying a game is preferable to forcing the issue and hitting a date before the game is ready, which that should have been obvious when literally every sensible person on the internet was telling you, hey, don't rush out a game just because there's a bunch of idiots telling you to rush it out. Because they're the same ones that are bitching that the game wasn't ready and it should have been released.
Are we finally gonna hit the point where, like, actual stupid people and people who own shares in the company don't dictate when they release something?
One day.
If
That'd be
that
nice.
dictates that they release it way too fucking early and it turns into an absolute mess. Can we not have to listen to corporate supervisors and just release content?
I mean, I would ask
One
if
day.
that worked out for him, but
That's great.
another Witcher game already. So what the fuck do I know?
And Knuckles.
Witcher 4 and Knuckles.
Witcher 12, actually. It's so good it ate the other Witcher games in between.
I hope they just come out with like the proper reveal since they're saying it's not Witcher 4. I just hope it's like fucking Gwent.
Witcher
Gwent, but like in the style of
Platinum Edition.
Game Boy Advance RPG.
That sounds fantastic.
Yo, that'd be pretty cool. You ever play the Game Boy Mario Tennis game? Or
Oh
the...
fuck yeah, dude! Mario Tennis
dude.
and Mario Golf.
Yeah, dude. It had the fucking it had the JRPG aspect where you set
Yeah,
up a
dude, they were.
character.
That was like honest to god. That was one of my first JRPGs. Was Mario
You could
Tennis.
use the transfer pack to like send it over to the N64 version.
Yeah. Great game. Mario Tennis GBA. Go play.
They're actually making a mobile game. The Gwent mobile game now with competitive mode. They're gonna have $14,000 million esport cards.
Sounds great.
That's fair.
It's just a buy-in though.
Next article is, I think Carter actually put a pretty much the same article in here earlier. Next gen GTA players are getting GTA Plus. GTA 5 and Online arrived on new gen consoles earlier this month, and Rockstar seriously upped the ante this week when it comes to the benefits of owning the latest version of the game. It announced a subscription service called GTA Plus because they're doing you a favor.
Yes.
Really, that's clearly what they're trying to portray here. Is they're trying to help you out.
We're, yeah, they're
million
doing us a
people have
favor by
bought.
reviving their game, right?
Dude.
Not only
no,
that,
okay,
but adding a subscription service to it.
here's the thing.
Oh,
Here's the
perfect.
thing, guys. Why would we make kids pay for shark cards? That's just obscene. Let's give them a service that gives them money like shark cards, except it's less, and they can
Costs
forget about it
more.
and we can steal money from them. And it costs more.
It's great. So for
so-
$5.99 per month, subscribers will get 500K in GTA money, access to properties that may open up things they might have missed, and a whole host of other perks. The service begins next week, but as of right now, it remains unclear why PS4 and Xbox One GTA Online players will have to do without it. That's good.
Hold on.
That they don't.
It's how much a month?
They're
It's
$5.
$5.99 a month.
$5.99 a month.
Yeah.
I guess
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not
Doing the
too
math,
Isn't that the
bad.
same amount that they give
$5 a
out for
year.
free on Twitch? 500,000.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but Twitch is different because it's not a fucking 12-year-old game.
Either way, the economy of GTA, you need well over 500,000 a month.
Yeah, it's not a real amount. It's just a fake amount to be like buy the game or buy the thing.
Yeah, $500,000 doesn't get you shit.
No,
Nothing, nada. It doesn't
candy
get you
bar.
anything.
you can get a candy bar.
Yeah, you can get a candy bar. There you
It's
go. That's
the
so.
game.
I'm gonna
Game's been
say
out.
pistols sound like pistols
So-
in that game cost like 20 grand, don't they? Just for a
Yeah.
pistol?
The
So you can buy-
upgrades, I think some upgrades for weapons cost up to 250,000 each.
Yeah, it's usually the
Uh,
ones that make your. I think it's the one that makes your gun like gold or platinum. One of those
Yo,
two.
Tarnished.
But
But
guys,
even like the weapons, like some rocket launchers and shit.
but like think about it, guys. Right? So that 500,000 isn't gonna last. But what you can do is get the pass, not play the game for 2 months, and now you have 500,000 times two.
I have 1 million in 2
But-
months. That's
No,
terrible.
500,000 times two, because that sounds a lot bigger as a number.
It's terrible. I could get 1 million
Good.
in a couple hours.
You know what else you get
Yeah.
$1 million for? Doing the fucking heists.
If you do the Cayo Perico heist
Yeah.
right now,
the
I
best
could
fucking heist.
finish. I can finish all of it in 2 hours, and then do the heist and make about about 1 million.
Are you telling me in the time that you could do that heist, any human
I
being?
did it. I did it twice in a day, one time.
I think that I was with you.
Yeah, probably.
Are you
We did it
telling
with
me-
Matthew, didn't we?
Yeah.
Are you telling me that it seems like this premium membership is an absolute scam? Are you telling me it
Yes.
sounds like a
Big
scam?
scam. Big
Yeah.
scam.
My concern with it going forward is that it's where they're going to lock all of the multiplayer updates behind.
That is a
You know,
You're
possibility.
right. You're right.
Yeah, that would not be very cash money. Let me tell you.
I don't understand how that game is still fucking selling.
I don't
I
know.
find it very impressive, honestly.
Children and role players. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay,
I will say, okay.
I,
Here's the
Like,
thing.
everyone
The
is gonna
shitty thing about GTA RP, right? Because I played it for a good
Yeah.
time.
Is that it
Right.
sucks? 'Cause
Well,
it's roleplay
the
on
thing
GTA.
is you have to buy the game to get it, right? And you have to keep your game updated and all that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
So the RP community, people wanting to start to play that or do any of that, have to buy the game.
It's also the RP community, which is inherently doo-doo.
Yeah. Just
That's
play the
fair.
sit.
Bro, just go on Omegle and cyber with people.
Yeah, just cyberbully children on Omegle.
Yeah, hit up the nut room. The nut room.
The nut room?
Yeah,
don't-
you never saw? There's a
No.
clip
I
in the
agree
other
with
Discord.
that. I
Nope.
don't
No,
agree.
there's a clip in the other Discord. There's this guy who goes on Omegle because he's a fucking hero, and he'll like ask people what their cosplays are, and when they talk about it, he's like, "Wow, I don't give a shit."
That's good for him.
That
Cool.
Nah,
just
the best
sounds like
part
a
is,
waste
like-
of time.
No, it really is. But like some people will get really upset and they'll like start like yelling words at him, and he'll just be staring at them.
What else would
And
they
it's the
yell at him?
funniest fucking thing.
You know what they would yell, Fox.
I don't know. I think it's like a really good
Do
exercise.
they yell
in
colors at
finding-
him?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a
Oh
really
my
good exercise in
God.
seeing how long people will just argue with something that's stupid.
That's fair.
Fuck all them.
We found some person who has like a room. It's literally a room in their basement that she says her dad goes into a lot. It's just a chair, a TV, a table, some lotion. He's like, "Yo, that's a nut room. That's
no,
the nut room."
no.
Yeah, it's full. That's pretty good. He's like, "Yo, your dad come down to your lodge?" She's like, Yeah, he does. That's a nut rule.
All right.
Right.
Anyways, last article I got for us tonight is some of Elden Ring's walls are really, really strong. Another week, another mind-blowing realization that Elden Ring's director is screwing with us in a number of ways we don't even know about yet. A player posted a clip online demonstrating that they needed to hit one of the walls in the lands between more than 50 times before it will break. Other players tried it, confirmed it to be true, and social media chaos ensued. It was determined that some of the walls have HP and a lot of it, so it takes a massive number of strikes to break the wall down. Although it's speculated that it might just be a glitch rather than something intended, Q 12 plus million players frantically hacking away at every wall they could find, not knowing when to stop or if it will ever break.
I feel like this is the perfect culmination for Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Just happen to like get into the public eye because Elden Ring seems a lot more accessible to people.
Oh, for sure.
I'm all
Open
for
world
it.
tends to
I love
attract
seeing-
a lot of people.
I
Yeah.
love hearing about people suffering in a game.
It's great. I saw a tweet today that I agreed with about that game. Like,
Yeah.
if that game came out 20 years ago, or if the internet was in a state where it was like 20 years ago, it would
Yep.
be like the ultimate playground game because no one would have fucking 100%ed it.
Yep.
Half of that game would still be fucking unknown to people.
That's
It'd be like
fair.
Pokemon with the 20-year-old Easter egg or 20-year-old glitch just found.
Yeah.
God, imagine a world.
Imagine.
Imagine a world.
Goody
We
in
live in a
magical world.
society.
They'll place
Goody.
me in a banana hammock and put me right in the middle of that world. That's me, Guardian. I am your world.
Yep, Guardian, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got.
It's just the freeze frame of him dancing in the banana hammock. You're probably wondering how I got in here, Guardian.
Jesus criminy.
That's my favorite fucking voice.
I don't
It
know. The
is.
Stewie one's better.
It just
It's the same
Guardian.
voice.
Nah.
No, it's not.
Ooh, Brian, you got me pregnant. Ooh,
Ooh,
ooh, Brian,
Uh,
why?
you're pregnant with our baby.
Brian,
Me, the
daily
dog.
miracles, Brian. I'm a gay baby, and you're a talking dog who's a fucking piece of shit. Brian, it's funny. You gave me hepatitis. Ugh.
Hey, Lois, the baby said hepatitis.
Peter, the baby can't talk.
Oh,
Oh. Carter, do you ever see the video of Sicko Mode with the Cleveland Brown verses?
no. Why is that even God, you would give someone a stroke if you asked them that 10 years ago. I feel like I'm gonna have one now.
Man, I love humans.
Mm.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go back into the military and just be like, try to get interrogators so I can come up with new forms of torture. Like, yo, think about it, bro. AirPods are cheap, and it's not that expensive to buy Celine Dion albums. Like, it's possible, bro. Have the possibility.
Holy shit.
But all right,
Laughing
do any of y'all have anything else that you would like to bring up for the rest of the night?
I haven't heard shit from this week.
Go
Hey,
watch
baby.
Chris Rock out.
Yeah. Will Smith mad. Will Smith nigga moment number 3.
Number-
I feel like there's more. I just don't know where they at.
Where they at? No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if no one else has anything else, I
Oh.
think I'll just go ahead. What?
I got one more statement.
What?
Celebrities are human beings. If you see paparazzi hounding their children, trying to take pictures of them at the local school park, please open fire onto them indiscriminately.
Don't.
In
No.
a very, in a very metaphorical sense.
I don't.
When I say
I don't
open
think-
fire, I mean lay them down with your beautiful voice, and then beat them down with your harsh words, telling them that's weird to be taking pictures of some celebrity's kid, because in the end, you're just taking pictures of a kid you don't know.
But take the Tobey Maguire approach with paparazzi.
Yeah.
Just run
Laugh
them
when they
over.
get run over. Hit them with your door. Try and run them over yourself.
Tobey Maguire's an absolute Chad.
I know. I love it.
You can't do anything wrong, honestly.
He's got the exhausted dad look where he's just like, if you do not move, I'm going to hit you. It's pretty great. But yeah, I think that's all I got for y'all tonight.
Can we label paparazzi as a mental disease?
Honestly, I want to at this point.
No, my bad. Not mental disease. Wrong word. My apologies. Terrorism group?
That's true.
Terrorist organization?
I fuck with that. But all right, lads. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the podcast here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a follow both here and on my Twitter. That way, you guys know when I'm going live personally. Whenever this gets uploaded, the Twitch links and the social media links for the co-hosts will be in the description. Speaking of YouTube, make sure to go subscribe to it. That's where we put all the VODs, as well as that's where I'm going to be putting pretty much all of either the highlights or like the whole TCG openings I'm starting to do now. Been attracting a bit of viewership, and it's been a pretty good time, pretty relaxing. So probably going to be a continued thing. What?
If they don't like us.
Yeah.
I guess
if you
just tell
don't
us to
like
go
us-
fuck ourselves in the comments.
No. Better
Oh,
yet, if you
kick 'em
don't
in
like
the
us,
neck,
drop a like,
vertically.
subscribe, follow us on Twitter so you can know when we're doing the podcast again and clown on us.
Yeah, there you go.
Follow me on
Hey.
Twitter to check my personality.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah.
need. That's what we need in our lives.
Follow us
But-
more. Just be on Twitter
Oh.
more. Twitter
I
has
need
become less
more
of a
food.
Twitter has become more of
I
a
need to
defining
get good at video
personality trait
games.
than liking Star
Yeah,
Wars.
that's
So
true
follow us on
also.
Twitter.
Hey, fuck you, Philip.
But yeah, I think that's all we got for y'all tonight. Have a good one.
Peace out.